she started acting weird. You know, say it started on a Monday. She started complaining, you know, I can't reach to grab the soap, you know, I can't reach to grab the toothpaste. Can you do it for me? And by Friday, it went from, you know, just that kind of stuff to, she went to give her a shower. She couldn't take her shirt off. So it went that fast. From work, I'm like, oh, I've seen that before. It's a dislocated shoulder. And we were just riding skateboards. So I felt bad. Maybe I pulled it too hard. So we jumped in the car, headed to the ER, expecting, you know, pop it back in. But, you know, 4 hours later.
They're like, oh, it's not an infection. It's not. So I was like, oh, good. Then it's a broken shoulder. And they're like, no, it's cancer.
The first week was horrible. I mean,
emotional, really
emotional. It took me a while to be able to function and deal with actually what's happening and the possibility of how things could turn out. I think I took it harder than Mom. I mean, at certain milestones along the way, you know, you'd have breakdowns. But I think that's healthy, you know, to let it all out and regroup and start again. I've had several. It's been real hard, especially with the baby girl, you know. They sent the scans to a specialist in the mainland, and so it came back, you know, about 2 weeks later, it was a Ewing sarcoma. It was centralized in her right shoulder. Just from the scans showing where it was, right there, they just laid out our treatment roadmap for us for the next almost year. So the roadmap consisted of 3 months of chemotherapy, followed by a removal, a surgery. So they removed her whole shoulder blade, the whole back portion of it.
He was, I think, between the two of us, a little bit more emotional. And I thought I would be the I'm not saying crybaby, but emotional one between the two of us. In the beginning, I was crying nonstop. Once I told myself, you know, I have to be strong for her. I had to do what I had to do.
And they could tell that just from that 3 months of chemo, that the whole tumor itself was all dead already from the 3 months. And so we came back home, healed up from that, and then continued on with 6 more months of kind of follow-up treatment. I also didn't really know what Make-A-Wish was about. I thought, you know, terminally ill type kids, and when they approached us, I was kind of cautious, like, what does this mean? You know, then they explained, oh no, it's for every child that has a life-threatening illness, and I was really grateful because this, you know, this is something that we would probably never have done, travel all the way across the states to go to Disney World.
We were just talking about this. He's like, we wouldn't be going on a trip like this if it wasn't for Make-A-Wish. It's nice to look forward to something where we can just enjoy it and not stress out about things together, you know, and just having the family together.
Yeah. To have a week together kind of will tie in the whole thing, you know, getting back to normal. As a family again, yeah. She's grown so much in the medical side and reality and dealing with all that type of stuff. Now she gets to go back to, you know, being a kid again.
We recently saw Frozen, and so Elsa, everything's Elsa. We saw Frozen a million times, so that's the biggest thing that she wanted to do is meet Elsa, and I think that'll be nice, you know, to have this as our ending.
And that's the adjustment that we're kind of going to be having to make soon, is getting back to how we were, you know, with a totally different perspective on life, of course. I mean, when something like this happens, it's like your outlook just totally changes.
I didn't know I had so many friends, especially at work. I mean, they were able to donate vacation for me. In the last year, I've had people donate vacation, so I've been able to spend time with Sky. I've been able to spend every moment with her.
We had guys coming in working shifts for me, working 24-hour shifts. Like, that's a big deal. It's 24 hours on top of what they normally do, away from their family to work for me. And that's one thing I had to learn to do, was learn to accept help. That was big for me. Once I did that, things got a lot easier, you know.
We just like to thank all the people that have helped Make-A-Wish.
This is something we'll remember forever.
It's memorable,
you know?
definitely.
We'll never forget it.
The opportunity they are giving our family to spend this time together, we're so grateful for it.
Thank you guys for all the support that you guys give.